Unity Broadcasting. Unity Broadcasting.
Wednesday, 7 January 2026, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs will hold a press conference for update Sierra Leoneans about the turnout of the One Reggae Festival. The One Reggae Festival will hold from the 25th to the 30th November last year, and the event will bring on board over 50 artists from different countries with the theme One Root, One Rim. Research manager na the Monument Relics Commission talk on the conceptualization of One Reggae Festival.
Had a management meeting here, and we are discussing a few things, and at the end of the day, that led for me trusting on with Madam Nabila Tuniswina.
And for the past 2 years, we've been working very hard to get to that point, because we believe as a ministry and we believe as a sector that the impetus, the energy, the ingredients that's needed for the sector to move forward is really with the private sector. We've realized that most of the investments that we have within this particular industry, these are investments that have been championed and channeled by the private. We always believe that bringing the private sector to the core, and that is having a people-centered approach, getting people to be part and parcel of what we do, has been critical in our approach. So since the Tourism for All campaign, to the Year of Ecotourism campaign, and now to the Year of Culture and Creativity campaign, we've kept people at the center, because we believe as long as people own tourism, they own our culture, they own our heritage, I think the opportunities will be limitless.
They continue for say the event will host over 50 Jamaicans them, and about 10 of them na artists from Jamaica, US and UK.
Understood very well. Artists from Jamaica, I think we had about 50 plus Jamaicans here, and the artists themselves were we had over about 10 artists from Jamaica and the UK and the US. They were here for about 7 nights. I think this is the first time a ministry driven by the private sector has brought in artists who didn't just come in and leave the next day, but they came in and they interacted and they engaged ordinary Sierra Leoneans. I'm sure I've seen several photos of Sierra Leoneans with Sizzla, with Christopher Martin. We did not limit any access to them, because that is what we wanted to create. Create that access to these artists, to create that real fusion, and to ensure that they understand the real picture of Sierra Leone. They understand that staying here for 6 days, they will tell you that Sierra Leone is a peaceful country. Yes, there are things that could be done better, but what is important to them is the fact that Sierra Leone is on the brink of a transformation, of a renaissance, and it's a peaceful route at any given point in time. So we had them here for 6 days, and they were not just like kind of locked up in their hotels. They participated actively in each and every program. From the launching event on the 25th at Bintimani Hotel, right down to the event at Bonds Island. You would see Sizzla Kalonji, you would see Christopher Martin right through all of these events. And where Christopher Martin wasn't represented, we had his manager, Kingi, at Bonds Island. So it shows how happy they were to be part of this particular story, a story of shared roots and shared rhythm. So we had the first day, which was the launching, and on that day we had a display of our fashion, of our food, of our arts and crafts, and on that day we had a lot of interest in like what we did, and we made a couple of announcements that the proceeds from the concert or the proceeds from the event itself, 50% of those proceeds will be given towards the formation of the Creative Village. And why a Creative Village? People have been asking why. As a ministry, we have received a piece of land from the Ministry of Lands and Country Planning. So we've been asked to develop that land, and as a ministry, we believe that it's important for us to use that land judiciously. And so we brainstorm as always, as we always do when an idea emerges. We have a brainstorming session to test the idea, to see whether it is applicable within the context that we find ourselves. And so we brainstormed and we agreed that this would be a perfect opportunity for us to open up the minds of our young people. because we've been grappling a lot with things like the Kush dilemma and other ills that have been permeating society. But we feel that as a ministry, we can come in and give that support, that aftercare that's needed after they've gone into rehabilitation. What next? And so we thought that it is important for us, as a ministry that's been given a responsibility by His Excellency the President, to think outside the box and find ways that we can support his national agenda. So we thought that with this particular piece of land that's been handed over to us as an custodian, we can create something out of this land and bring our people in, so our people will still be at the center. So we came up with this idea to have a creative village within that space, alongside the parameters which I believe that the Director of Culture, Creativity and Innovation would share with us as to what it is that he wants us to see within that space. So we have a creative village which we've already done the demarcations for, and we're starting off with think about 20 plots. Director, manager, so 20 plots. We're starting off with 10 plots within that space, and those plots are going to be shared with the generation as to how they will access these plots. And obviously the design and the facade will be the same, but what you do inside will be a reflection of your creativity. So we want people to get in there, so whether you're in fashion designing, whether you're in arts and crafts, whether you're doing carving, whatever it is that you're doing, we want to have a legacy project. Get in there, and then you can use that space to develop your own talent. We also, on the other side, have developed a statement that the Ministry of Tourism is opening up a cultural space, and it's going to be a replica of these countries. So let's assume we're starting off with 5 plots, am I correct? We're starting off with 5 plots as well. One of the plots we've handed over to the Jamaicans. We're hoping to hand it over to other countries, and eventually we'll open up an ECOWAS space where we'll have a representation of each of the ECOWAS countries in that space. So Sierra Leone does become a cultural hub under the auspices of His Excellency the President as chair of the heads of authority. So this whole concept of the One Nation Reggae Festival goes beyond just a concert, just beyond a launching, but it also reflects on the people and creating that bridge between Sierra Leone, not only in West Africa but in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
The minister present the dummy check to the government of Sierra Leone through the National Revenue Authority, and then continue with other division of the money them.
To present this payment certificate in the sum of 230,130 15 cents of Sierra Leone through the National Revenue Authority for development purposes.
We thought that it was important, so an announcement was made that a percentage of the proceeds will be donated to our brothers and sisters for Hurricane Melissa, and so this is what has been put forward for the Hurricane Melissa Fund. Over to you, yes.
Again, on behalf of the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and its agencies, I am honored to present this payment certificate to on behalf of Hurricane Melissa Fund in the sum of $10,000 United States dollars.
And again, we had already reported that 50% of the proceeds will go towards the Creative Village, and you'll be hearing from us as to how that will be done when the Director of Culture, Creativity and Innovation gives us the parameters or the guidelines as to how that will go. So over to you again. Yes, this is the amount that's going to the cultural village. Creative Village, sorry.
On behalf of the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, I am delighted to present this payment certificate of 767,100.50 towards the development of the Creative Village. I think this is a new dawn for tourism and culture in Sierra Leone.
Just to, many thanks, PS, and just to share with you.
The ministry promised Sierra Leoneans to get another impactful event this year. For Unity News Brief, Marie Zimbia reporting.
The Honorable Dr. Bubuwake Jabi family, the Salon People's Party, and Padidem don mourn Dr. Bubuwake Jabi Esquire, wey na former constitutional lawyer and former